Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 daily news video with me, your host Blackwell, here at youtube.com/BlackwellTV. I hope you're doing well. It is Wednesday, the 12th of January's video, so the clock has just ticked over to Thursday, so we are still on Wednesday's video today. So we're going to be taking a look at the Atomic Shop, the daily ops, the daily challenges for the day, and the weeklies. This is our dedicated day to focus on the weeklies as well. So if you like any of that, drop us a like, drop us a sub, drop us a comment, and drop us a share. Appreciate it very much. But to start out, we always need to look into the Atomic Shop. Boop. Okay, so let's see what's changed. First page hasn't changed. Second page, no change there. Third page, no change there either. Fourth page is as you were, and the fifth page, you can get the no wait emote, which we've picked up, for 50 atoms for one day only. So if you don't want something, you got a perfect emote for it. And if you don't want this emote, then buy this emote and use this emote. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know, whatever. So for 50 atoms, you can get yourself. Oh, you can't inspect it. Can you inspect it? Yes. Okay, that's all it does. Let your fellow Vault 76 refugees know that you'll have none of their nonsense. There you go. You can get 3 Radix for free as well, and the Screaming Eagle icon is available for free as well. That's your Atomic Store roundup for Wednesday, the 12th of January. Moving into the daily ops. That's what we'll do next. We'll have a look at the daily ops. We'll give that a rating out of 10, see how difficult it is. So, how are we looking today? We have Decryption in Valley Galleria against mole miners that explode on death with deadly armor-piercing attacks. Okay, we'll give that a moment just to think about. Valley Galleria is probably one of the simplest locations, so that's good. Mole miners, they don't have any particularly difficult enemies in their sort of enemy set, so that's good. Exploding on death can be quite treacherous. I've been downed a few times from that, so that's a bit of a problem. And deadly armor-piercing attacks is also a bit of a problem. However, you can use your VATS, you can use your stealth, and it's decryption, so you can go from place to place, picking off mole miners, as long as you're quiet about it, relatively swiftly. The end of the 3 waves, there is a boss, isn't there? There's a sort of wave boss at the end of each one, which could be a little bit tougher. But I would say that's pretty good. I'm going to go with a Blackwell 5. I'm going to go with a you can't see me 5-knuckle shuffle, John Cena style, 5 out of 10. I reckon it'll be a 5 out of 10. It could be tougher, but yeah, it could be a lot easier as well. You know, if it was explodes on death with enhanced perception, for example, then you won't be worried too much about the armor piercing attacks and so on. So it could be easier, but it could be a lot tougher as well. So yeah, 5 out of 10 on that one. Relatively good, comfortable. Right, moving on to your daily challenges for, again, Wednesday the 12th of January. Your daily challenges for today. Build a floor, wall or roof in a workshop or a camp ×5. Collect 250 caps. Complete a daily op. Complete an event. Complete 5 of these for your gold star. Kill 10 blood eagles. Level up and use photo mode in your own camp once. Very simple to do that one. So this one here, build a floor, wall or roof in a workshop or a camp. I'm just going to show you exactly what you need to be putting down in. It's not a cheat sheet, but it's a very easy cheat blueprint sheet, shall we say. So I've returned to my home. This is where I live for the moment. This is my winter build. Put the weapon away, we're nice and safe. I've got the winter vendor now, so that's pretty good. Does sometimes play. Oh, I didn't see there was a little snowman on top. That's amazing. That was in the store not so long ago. Reduced, I think it was 350. 350. And then this little fella makes a very slight noise when you touch it. Right, so let me take a look at the blueprint we've got down at the moment. And it's this one here. So we may have discussed this on a previous video. If you're new to the channel, then you might not have seen this. So essentially, in the dailies, there's normally one of two things happen, right? There's either put 5 floor or wall decorations down. So that's on one daily. And on another daily, there's put 5 floors, walls, or ceilings down, a combination of. So what we've got here is a very, very simple blueprint that does both. So you can see there's a floor, wooden floor there, and then you've got your 3 sort of vault walls or beige looking walls if you're new to the game, and then you've got a glass ceiling. So that's 5 in total. And then you've got the 5 rings, the 5 wreaths, which is 5 in total for wall decoration. So wherever I go, I can just put this thing down, typically at a workshop, so I don't use any materials, and it works. I've called it 5 times daily challenge. And essentially what you can do is you can place this down, or you can build it up for the first time wherever you like. You know, it's a workshop or it's at your own settlement. So you can place that down. Oh, I can't do it here because my budget's exceeded. But once you've placed it down, if you press and hold the place button, you can actually map it and completely sort of just highlight the entire object and then create a blueprint of it. And then you can store it in your blueprints, under blueprints, name it what you like. And we've got a couple in here. This is my other blueprint, which is a 1-button camp, essentially. It's got all the buffs that you need and all the benches that you need as well. So you've got workshop, weapons workbench, chem workbench, tinker's workbench. You've got a bed, you've got an armorer. You've got a cooking stove on the corner, and then you can get your buffs from well rested and finely tuned on the music as well. So you've got all that stuff there. I don't think there's anything missing from that other than like brewing stations and stuff. We don't necessarily need those. Or if you want them, you can put them down at your own leisure. But essentially what this does is, if I take a workshop, I can just put this blueprint down. It's only 3 squares wide, so I can typically find somewhere where it'll go, and then place it down, bosh, 1 button, I've got all my benches, I'm all ready to go. It's really useful, and obviously it's got a roof on it, so if we are up against things like cave crickets or ghouls or anything like that, you can just jump on the roof using your jetpack, using your marsupial serum, and get out of the way of damage. So it's really useful to make a couple of blueprints for yourself. Also, back in the day when the nuclear winter was a thing, people made blueprints in adventure mode, took them over to nuclear winter, like, you know, platforms and stair sets and stuff, and just cover and that kind of thing. It was a really useful way of adding to the strategy of the game. Right, what we got over here? I don't need any of this stuff, but we'll take that. We'll leave that as that. So, you know, to slap down your blueprint, nice and easy. That is one of the dailies that would be out of the way. Build a floor, wall, or roof in a workshop or a camp. We haven't done it yet because we haven't been to a workshop. But use your photo mode in your own camp. That's an easy one to do. So out to the menu, down to photo mode, take a photograph. If you're a bit OCD like myself, when it comes to having nice photos, go back into your photos and delete the rubbish one. Or take your time to make a good photo. Completely up to you. Right, kill 10 blood eagles. So the easiest way to find blood eagles is to find the markers on the map for them. Now, what do I mean by that? This is a cultist icon here. So it's a sort of cultist mask. And blood eagles have a similar icon in that it's where blood eagles live. So let's scroll a bit further down because they're all mainly in the south. I think they are anyway. So the pigsty here, that's the blood eagles icon, right? This little sort of blood rib cage and wings kind of thing, right? So you can find blood eagles here at the pigsty. You can find them at the kill box. A little bit further south, you can find them at Widow's Perch as well. And then we only need to kill 10. Well, you can go to some bigger places, bigger settlements, like Roland's Labour Camp's a nice big settlement. There'll be 10 there. But Kervison's down there already, so they might be cleared. So you just have to keep locating different places, like the Sludge Works, for example. I believe... Are there cultists over here, aren't they? Yeah, down here, Johnson's Acres cultists, but there's some of the bounty here, look. And go mid-map as well, near... the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort, yeah, you'll get a couple near there as well. So you've got South Cutthroat Camp, a little bit higher to the north, you've got Skullbone Vantage, and over to the right-hand side there, or to the east, you've got the Seneca Gang Camp, and the, I want to say ammo dump. Yeah, the ammo dump as well. So you've got all those locations to go kill some blood eagles. I think you might even have some more through the mire, but I can't recall if they are, I think they are cultists. Looks like they are cultists, yeah. So I'm just having a glance around. I don't see many other blood eagles that obvious. Oh, you got Ripper Alley, look, near West Tech. Ooh, and Vantage as well, near the Super Mutant Behemoth spawn point. So you've got plenty of locations to go to for them. Essentially what you want to be doing is looking for this icon here. If you haven't discovered the location, then take this video as a reference and then head in those directions, or find someone who's already been there and get them to go there again. You can fast travel on them. You know, quite a comfortable little way of traveling, actually. I don't think West Virginia Lumber Co. is Blood Eagles. I think they are different raiders. Oh, there you go. You've got some down there in Hunter's Ridge as well. There we go. So that should be quite easy for your 10. And that's the daily challenges that I'm looking to focus on today. So you should be able to get them chipped off relatively swiftly. Moving on into your weeklies. Now, we didn't look at these yesterday, but they did update yesterday. These are a bit more in-depth. Typically, you need a little bit more, you know, work involved to get these complete, but they're obviously worth more score, as you can see from the right-hand side. So this week, you've got the following weeklies. Build anything in a workshop or a camp 15 times. Collect 2,000 caps. Complete a daily op on a public team 3 times. Complete a daily op 5 times. So you could probably do these at the same time. Complete a gold star daily challenge from your dailies at least once to get the weekly done. Complete encrypted. Destroy an assortment of robots, which we'll go into in a second. Kill 10 legendaries, level up 3 times, and then your repeatable never changes until you hit level 100. So let's go at these destroy robots. This should be veritively, yes, it's like relatively and very at the same time. It's veritively. It's relatively simple, I think, if you go down to Whitespring. So you need to kill an Assaultron, 5 iBots, 5 Liberators, a Mr. Handy or a Mr. Gutsy 5 times, or times 5, 5 Protectrons, a Sentry Bot, 5 turrets, or a Vertibot. So you only need to do 3 of these. So let's say, let's go with, oh, you can't, okay, an Assaultron. Let's go with an Assaultron, 5 Mr. Handys or Gutsies, 5 Protectrons. Right, let's go with those 3. If you do want to go for a Sentry Bot, you can do, but you know, they can be quite difficult if you're not spec'd correctly. And then just head up to Whitespring. Nice little hotel. We'll go to the service entrance just to mix things up. So I know there's a couple of Assaultrons down the back, and there's actually a Sentry Bot down the back as well. Might as well attack them ones first. Now, remember, you're not going to be able to use concentrated fire unless enemies are attacking you, right? If they're placid, you're not going to be able to target limbs. So, strike swiftly, annoy the robots, and then straight away what you want to do is go for the Sentry Bot, go for the Fusion Core. It'll be a maybe a 2-shot, 3-shot kill, and away you go. We're not going to use the Gauss Rifle for this because we want to get it right. So we're going to go to our Handmade. Looks like it's... No, it's okay. I thought it was going to break. That's my batteries unplugging and then plugging in again. Okay. So, we've got an Assaultron over there. Tame as it will ever be. It's normally a Sentry Bot in the area. Huh. And remember, if you aggro one robot, you're going to aggro all the robots. So, be careful of that. We'll take this one on with our melee. Shouldn't be a problem. So that's one down. We still need a Sentry Bot and some Mr. Handy. So I'm going to go for the Sentry Bot. Now our VATs should work because we have aggroed the robots. There's the Sentry Bot there. Let's go for the Fusion Cores. That's dead. Simple. Now we need to take on 5 Protectrons or Mr. Handys. It'll probably be Mr. Handys because there's more of them. No, Protectrons, sorry, because there's more of them around. There's a ghoul over there. Let's get a tag on that before the explosion hits. Let's go back to our melee. That's one. And there should be a whole bunch of them up here. Obviously, you've got to avoid the Sentry Bots because they're still going to be aggroed to you. Okay, that one's dead. Yeah, Oh, okay. Now, the sentry bot's going to explode. I am aware of that. Trying to keep the distance, but I still want to get that kill in. There it is. Okay, so that should be 2 Protectrons. Just 3 and 4s there. Works for me. Need one more. So you saw how fast I took that thing down, that sentry bot with the handmade rifle. It's having a rest at the moment. And then you saw how long it took for the melee weapon. That's because we weren't using concentrated fire. If we go concentrated fire again and pull up that fusion core, even a crit hit takes down over half health, and then we just finish off. And it's dead. Like, it's a relatively swift thing if you fusion core it, you know? Oh, look at all these lot. Okay. There we go. There's all the robots killed. It's a matter of seconds, really, isn't it? It's like, what, a minute and a half, something as trivial as that. And we didn't need to take down the Protectrons. We've done the 3 that we needed to, or any of the 3 that we needed to. So that one's chipped off from our weeklies relatively swiftly for 1,000 score. Nice and easy. Encrypted is a little bit tougher. I would recommend finding a server where people are looking to do that event. Unless you've got the access to do it yourself, you need a recall card. For more information on that one, you'll need to do some of the side quests in the game. The Van Low quests, the taxidermy quests. It's difficult to show you without actually having them, you know? So they are officially side quests. Tracking Terror is part of it, I believe. And then we go Death and Taxidermy, and there's a bunch of lying lows in there, and yeah. So if you do want to start those quests off, if you haven't yet, go to a train station and find the Sheepsquatch Ate My Brother poster. That will be very helpful for you, and you can start the quests and find your way through them and enjoy those. And at the end, you'll have the encrypted quest, which is a very difficult quest. I would recommend taking your friends with you, or at least gathering some randoms who are high-powered, because it's quite a challenge. Let's see if the poster's knocking about. Here it is. Sheepsquatch Ate My Brother. That's how you start the Van Low quest lines. Very enjoyable, actually. Yeah, quite fun. So, to access it, you press on it, and then go to the Van Low taxidermy in Lewisburg, and so on and so forth. Right. Let's see what else. Build anything that works aboard a camp. So if you use that blueprint that I put down, that'll be 10 things just with one press. Should be quite comfortable. Collecting caps. Well, you can see we've already got 230 without really doing much. A nice little piece of advice. Not the greatest piece of advice, but it's something. If you go to a robot vendor, sell the items before you break them down. You can get a decent amount of caps out of them. So, like, for example, if you pick up this thing, what was it? A ceramic vase? Ceramic floral vase. Yeah, you get a cap out of it. But if you break it down for ceramic, are you going to be able to sell loose ceramic? Maybe not. So, yeah, just be aware of that. That could be helpful. Suppressor will switch for hard bargain for this because we need the caps. And then we'll go back to our junk, and you might get a little bit more. You might get maybe a cap more. Maybe. Maybe not. Ultrasonic scrap's pretty expensive. If you do want to sell that, it's pretty good. Blacksmith hammer. It is what it is. I tend to sell a lot of grenades because we tend to get grenades just out of the wazoo. Just get as many as you just get them all the time. Grenades, always pick them up. Never make a grenade in this game. It's not needed. What else have we got? Snack cakes can go. Purified water. Let's get rid of those. Oh, we're nearly at max caps actually, so we'll have to do something else in a bit. Popcorn, yeah, we craft pop. You know what? Popcorn doesn't spoil, so it helps your hunger and thirst 25% less. So it fills you up 25%. It doesn't spoil. It's fine with me, to be honest. It's light, and I like popcorn. Popcorn's good. Radix, get rid of them. Challenge complete. I guess that's for the daily, maybe? We haven't got 2,000 sorted there. So yeah, that's probably the daily one. Yeah, cool. So there you go, the little assortment of tips and tricks for your weeklies and dailies. If you did like this video, by all means give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more, enable those notifications so you know when we publish new content. For me, for now, take care of yourself. Peace and love to you and yours. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. See you later.